Demystifying Poetry, a look into poems and poetry.
Hello, literary enthusiasts. Today we're tackling an interesting question. How are poems and poetry different in terms of structure, style, and literary elements? Although we often use the terms poem and poetry interchangeably, they do carry slightly different meanings. So let's delve into this topic and see what makes them unique.
What is poetry?
Poetry is a form of literary art that emphasizes emotion, imagery, and creative language techniques. It's an umbrella term that encompasses the diverse range of styles, structures, and themes found in different types of poetic works. Poetry can range from highly structured forms like sonnets or haikus to free verse that doesn't follow any specific rules or patterns. The essence of poetry lies in its ability to evoke profound emotions, prompt deep thought, and express intricate thoughts and feelings in condensed language.
What is a poem?
A poem is a specific piece of writing in the genre of poetry. It's the physical product or manifestation of the art of poetry. Each poem may have a unique structure, style, rhythm, rhyme scheme, and theme, depending on the poet's intent and the poetic tradition they are following. A poem serves as a standalone unit of poetry that expresses a specific idea or emotion. For example, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost is a poem, which is a specific instance of the broader genre of poetry.
Differences in structure, style, and literary elements.
When we talk about differences between poems and poetry, we are essentially discussing the general versus the specific. Poetry, being a broad genre, does not have a singular structure, style, or set of literary elements. It can take on a multitude of forms depending on the tradition it's coming from and the personal style of the writer. It could be lyrical, narrative, dramatic, or prose poetry, among others. In contrast, a poem will have a defined structure and style. It may follow a particular meter or rhyme scheme like iambic pentameter in a sonnet, or it may be free verse with no specific rules. The literary elements in a poem will be explicitly identifiable, such as metaphors, similes, personification, alliteration, and so on. In essence, while poetry is an overarching genre of literary art, a poem is a tangible piece that falls under that genre. Poetry is a way of expressing thoughts and emotions using creative language techniques, while a poem is a specific work created using those techniques. Whether you're a writer or a reader, understanding the distinction between these terms can enrich your experience with the poetic art form. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep enjoying the beauty of words.